Boom, 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 boom. Wait, oh shit. My mic working? Oh yeah. Alright, there we go. Alright, so what's going on? How y'all doing? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's just me today. Like, in all honesty, it really is. Hold on, wait. Bing bing. Alright. It really is just me today. Hope and with that, it's not gonna be going on for that long, hopefully. Um I was supposed to do this yesterday, but shit got in the way, so I couldn't. Like, life got in the way. I was tired as hell when I got home. I figured, the fish came out on Sunday. Today's Monday. I guess I could put it off one more day. I actually need to get back on the schedule for doing this. But uh 9:48. Let's talk about it. Alright, so the chapter opens with a cover story. Finally, we got the cover story, but it's not the cover story that I initially wanted. It's about Capone, and it's saying that it finally, like, they finally escaped. Finally escaped Big Mom. The escape was successful. Now, where this cover story could go, who the fuck knows? Who really cares? I'm hoping the escape doesn't just cover Capone. I'm hoping it jumps between Capone, Capone, Germa, and the Fishman Pirates. But when it comes to the Fishman Pirates, I hope they leave it like rather vague on what happened with Jinbei. I mean, because in my opinion, I think the Vince Smokes had to get away. Maybe they suffered some kind of casualties. Maybe they got injured. Maybe Judge is back in a coma for all we know. But I'm happy we got a cover page. I really am. It's just, damn, it's not the one that I wanted. I was hoping we got something well, more. I mean there were consequences for everything that went down with Big Mom, I guess. Capone lost his ship. He stole one of the Tart ships from Big Mom's. But spoils of war. Casualties of war. Now, the chapter opens right where we left off from before, with Luffy basically just causing havoc in. Yo, Heavy, what's going on? How you doing? What's up, Heavy? Wait, let's just mute that, John. Oh man. But yeah, the chapter opens up right where we left off from, last chapter. Luffy is causing chaos in the prison. He said, "Yeah, I can finally let loose." But at the same time, he's not really just trying to cause havoc. He's actually using this opportunity. Ooh, excuse me. He's actually using this opportunity to try and further the hockey that he's learned. The Rio style. We just gonna call that Rio for now, even though it's just another word for them to say hockey. But he's trying to learn and further his use of the Rio. Old maid is telling all of the prisoners, "Yo, grab Luffy, grab him. If you don't, there will be consequences." And I like how Oda is doing this with these prisoners. He's actually showing that these 20 years of hell has actually had an impact on a lot of these characters. It's not like Luffy just shows up and says, "I'm gonna cause chaos," and everybody just falls in line like, "Yeah, we can finally get out of here." No, the 20 years that Kaido and Orochi have been taking over, these people's wills and spirits have legit been broken. They said if we actually do break out, Luffy actually asked them, "Don't you guys want to get out of here?" Of course they do, but they made a good point that if we get out of here, what's next? We get out and we're still in this country. This is our home. We're not really going anywhere. Like, we're really not. You're an outsider. You can leave at any point. This is where we set up roots. There's no escape for us. And like I said, it took a toll on them, and it's ob. Oh shit! it took a toll on them, and I like that Oda's actually showing that with a lot of these characters and it shows exactly how these characters, like how the country. It shows the state of the country. I apologize. Ooh, it actually shows the mindset of, how it shows the mindset of the people on, and how much of an impact that Orochi and Kaido actually did have. But for the life of me, I cannot remember this dude's name. The scorpion smile user. He comes in with like just shooting any and everybody who's in his way, and he gives us the explanation that Queen's epithet, or epithet, however you say it, I really don't care. Queen's epithet actually does make sense. He's called the plague because he likes to tinker and mess around with chemicals. He actually spends his time making a lot of poisonous weapons like venoms and just all around poison. And that's what, god damn, I swear to God, I cannot think of this dude's name. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's what this dude is firing. And I'm still a little confused on the Zoe thing. When Jack went to go get reinforcements to come back to Zoe, why were the figureheads on the ship scorpions and not, brachiosauruses or whatever? Yeah, I think it was a brachiosaurus that Queen's Devil Fruit is. Why wasn't it a brachiosaurus instead of a scorpion? I mean, why was it a scorpion instead of a brachiosaurus? If he went to go get reinforcements, whose ships did those belong to? Jack couldn't have been the captain. Jack couldn't have been the captain of those ships. Otherwise, they would have all had elephants. Otherwise, they were all Jack ships, and only the flagship went around with an elephant on the hood. Yeah, only went around with an elephant figurehead. But back at the prison, still in the prison, the cage to where Kawamatsu is busted wide open. Everybody in there losing their shit until they figure out Kawamatsu's fucking in there. He's one of the 9 red scabbards, and they're all saying, we'll gain a bunch of notoriety if we're able to take this dude's head. Let's be honest, not gonna happen. We all knew it wasn't gonna happen. These are nameless dudes, and there's no way in hell that any of them was about to take down Kawamatsu. It just wasn't gonna happen. It really wasn't. But Raizo comes in and tosses, and I love the design. He tosses in the key to Kawamatsu's handcuffs, and I'm guessing that's his sword specifically. My trusty old blaze, Sotomuso. Yeah, Sotomuso. Oh, I think I actually got that right for once. I think I actually pronounced that right. I think Queen was meant to be a scorpion, but was changed. That could seriously have been a possibility. I'm not gonna rule that out. I'm really not, but it probably was. Queen was probably meant to be a scorpion, but partway through, Oda decided to change it just to keep the whole dinosaur aesthetic, or I guess you could say dragon aesthetic, in Kaido's top brass. Why the hell didn't they just call it the Dino Fruit? Why is it that dinosaurs have to be dragons? Kaido could have had the dragon fruit. Why did you have to make all the dinosaurs dragons? But yeah, I'm loving the sword. Yeah, I'm loving Kawamatsu's sword design. It doesn't have the traditional guard. It looks like a ninja straight blade. It doesn't have a guard to it, and it is just wrapped around that area. Now, when Kawamatsu comes out, he pulls some flowing Greninja shit. Oh my fucking god! And by the way, I called it. Most people did, but I'm gonna take my rounds for this. I'm patting myself on the back for it. Kawamatsu, and well, at least in my opinion, he is obviously a fish man, and he comes out with the title Kozuki Clan Vassal Yokozuna Kawamatsu. So is he a Yokozuna, or is Yokozuna his family name? Because if it's his family name, okay, but if it's his title, then how the hell did can't remember his name, but the Yokozuna from the beginning who was hitting on Kiku, which we're gonna get to in a second, because that shit was hilarious. How did that dude beat Kawamatsu? because Kawamatsu comes out after 13 years of actually of eating nothing but poisonous fish. He comes out with the flow and takes out, what is this, one, two, three, four dudes with one movement. But do everybody everybody in the prison is losing their shit. Kawamatsu finally upchucks all of those poisonous fish. Says that he's been holding that in for 13 years. This man is strong-willed. There's nothing that he he was eating poisonous fish every day for the past 13 years. How? And you're just now throwing that up? You did what? You didn't want to sit in your own puke for 13 years? Jesus Christ. Kawamatsu is the strong will. Wouldn't be surprised if he has conquerors hockey. But Kawamatsu pukes up. Grandpa Hyo walks up and tells Kawamatsu and Raizo, I mean not Kawamatsu, Kiku and Raizo, let them know your identity. Take off your disguises. Because that is the only way that these people are going to be able to rally behind you. And with that, we get the revelation. Wait. We get the revelation that Kiku is a goddamn man. Earlier, I patted myself on the back for saying Kawamatsu is a fish man. If he was such a strong swimmer and he was as crazy as everybody thinks, and the only reason that they probably call him a literal kappa is because of Wano ignorance. Okay, if I'm gonna take my W for that, I have to take my L on this. I said that there was no way Kiku was going to be a man. I said that there was no way Oda was gonna pull that again. Every person that we've seen from Wano outside, or I guess you'd say almost every strong woman that we've seen from Wano, turned out to be a trap. Kiku turns out to be a woman, which Sanji, bro. Sanji. And what was the commander? Hold on. Izo. That was his name. Izo, I mean, first glance, you could tell that Izo was a man. I mean, I think he had the kimono open somewhat, and you could tell it was a man, but it was a cross-dresser. Izo was a cross-dresser. Kiku said that this one is a woman at heart. Okay, but going back to it, every other woman or man, lady, or man who identifies as a woman, however the hell you want to put it, they all are, they're all able to be identified as, that's an Okama, that's a cross-dresser, that's a man. That's it. They've all been easily identified up until this point. Seriously, to the point that even Sanji, the man who spent 2 years on an island of man ladies, and just he spent 2 years on an island of man ladies, and he loses his shit at the very sight of a man trying to be a woman, and he was fawning over Okiku. Like, he was getting jealous of Kinemon for Okiku jumping on Kinemon, and like just showing the hearts. Like, what? Sanji. I mean, I guess this gives credit. I guess this clarifies why Luffy and Zoro were like giving those weird looks to Kiku, and I cannot remember. I'm just gonna call him the Yokozuna. When Yokozuna was trying to force Kiku into marriage, and they were just standing like, "What do you want us to do?" Like, she got it. Like, that's a strong person. We're not about to jump in. She can take care of herself. There's something going on with this person. Like, even Zoro even fucking said it. Zoro even said it. Like, you're hiding something. And I guess, and now that I look back on it with this revelation, the whole overacting thing of, oh no, I'm just a helpless woman. No, please stop. Kya. Kya. That whole bullshit kind of falls in line, and they're like, and Zoro and Luffy were like, yo, what are you putting on that act for? Why hasn't Discord gotten a notification about the stream? Because for some reason the bot doesn't notify about the streams heavy only when the videos go live. It don't like it. I have no idea what it is. I'll probably fix it eventually. I'll probably fix it eventually. Eventually. But the chapter ends with that beautiful fucking shot. I even used it for the goddamn thumbnail. I even used it for the fucking thumbnail. The beautiful shot of the entire squad. Fucking Greninja. You got Wano Bon Clay, big head ninja, and like mini me samurai standing next to Luffy, and in the background right behind Kawamatsu you can actually make out Chopper, and the prisoners are all rattling off everybody. Meanwhile Chopper is like, what the what am I, like, y'all forgot about me. But Kiku announces that now that you've seen us, we demand your silence. Now, this is one of the reasons that I waited. This is one of the reasons that I like to wait for the official. The only times that I don't like to wait for the official is if somebody wants to do a discussion, somebody wants to jump into the stream, or the chapter is just so hyped that yeah, I'm just gonna fucking stream about it the day the scans come out. Because in the Jimini's box version, it says that now at the end of the chapter, Kiku says, "Now that you've seen our faces, we can't let any of you live." This, the official makes it seem more like she or he. I'm just gonna continue to call Kiku she. This makes it seem like she's bargaining rather than threatening. This seems more like she's bargaining rather than threatening, which would make sense because they're revealing their identities to the majority of the people. The majority of the people that they're revealing their identities to are ones that they're either looking to rally to ally, or you know, help out of this prison. There's no reason for there's no real reason for Kiku to say, I'm good now, we got to kill everybody here now that you've seen our faces. If you're in this prison, there is no way you'd want to go against any of these people here. They're trying to break you out and get rid of the powers that be, that hold the keys to your shackles. The whole controversy between the official and the scans, people say that the scans are being made by people who speak Japanese, who speak whatever language that they're translating it from. But things get lost in a lot of translation, and even the official sometimes does. Even the official gets it wrong sometimes. Sometimes, when I say sometimes, I mean sometimes. Like, off the top of my head, I can't remember any of them specifically, but I do remember having discussions about it. Can't remember which ones it was specifically, but I do remember we had discussions about it. But yeah, chapter ends right there. I believe we're on break next week. As a matter of fact, I'm almost 100% sure we're on break next week. This was a 7 out of 10 chapter for me. Nothing really big happened. Nothing really like overwhelming, but it wasn't disappointing. We finally got Kawamatsu's design. Fucking loved it. And I'm still seeing people saying that, oh, he's an actual Kappa. He's an actual Kappa. He's an actual mythical creature in the world. I'm not understanding why people want full on mythical creatures to exist in One Piece. Yes, they can, but let it be a rare thing and don't make them like a humanoid race. The fishmen and the merman and the mermaid and the merfolk are already a thing. why introduce a mythical like subspecies of the fishmen and merfolk? I just don't see the point in it, which is why I'm of the idea that Kawamatsu is just a full on fishman. He's a frog fishman or some type of amphibious fishman. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm gonna stick with. The whole Kiku being the man thing. Why are people upset about it? If anybody has like the reason behind it, please let me know, because I not in my opinion nothing changed. The only difference is now when she takes off that kimono, it's gonna be something hanging there. Like I really don't see the difference in the character. I'm guessing that a lot of people had some weird fantasies about Kiku, and this whole bombshell probably just killed a lot of those fantasies. But like I said, 7 out of 10 chapter, and like I said at the beginning of this, it's only been like 25 minutes. This wasn't gonna be that long because it was just me. It was just a quick recap and my thoughts on the chapter. Like the stream if you did. Comment down below when the video goes live, obviously. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.